Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Raw Report. Thank you for joining me on this fine Wednesday. Episode 8, August 19th, 2020. I, of course, am your humble host, UltraMaximus. Thank you for joining me. Hope everybody's doing well today. I am accompanied by my beast dog here. Hey, buddy. I'm doing a live stream. Can you let me do a live stream? Huh? Come on. Come on. Come on. Hope you're all doing well. Happy Wednesday. Wednesday Warriors and all my speculators alike. Hope you all are doing good. Got some pickups to cover. Got some things to discuss. Just going to shoot the shit and have a good time here. So, as stated, today is Wednesday. So you know that means new comic book day. So, on the SPEC deck, I'm going to open this up with some speculation today. During COVID, now today we had issue number 35 released, but during COVID, Avengers number 33. And if you haven't seen this cover, you should see it. It's pretty awesome. So this we have the Age of Noshu, Khonshu, however you want to pronounce. I'm messing up Egyptian names because I study Sumerian culture. So, but let me just say this: I've read these 3 parts so far: 33, 34, and 35. All I got to say is wow. But let's talk about this issue for a minute here, because what we have here is we have the first issue of a 5-part series, I think it is, where Moon Knight just basically goes to battle with the rest of the Avengers. In issue 33, he takes out Iron Fist, Thor, and Ghost Rider. In issue 34, he takes out Doctor Strange. There's also some things that happen in issue 34. There's also a first appearance of a new Star brand. But I want to point out that this book is now selling between $25 and $50 on eBay. There's a couple of copies that are listed, 100 plus from a Canadian seller, $149.99 from another seller. But this book was broken up over 3 variants. All right, so there's a Spider-Woman variant and a Marvel Zombies variant. Neither of those books are selling for anything over cover. That may change as people start to find out about this series, because what Marvel did is Marvel actually made a second print happen for issue 34, but they didn't do a second print for issue 33. So they probably did that because the zombie variants and the Spider-Woman variant might still be available in stock. But I can tell you right now, the cover A is sold out. Man, and it's just a wicked story. So you want to be looking for these, and I've already been to all the comic shops around, and let me tell you, I haven't been able to find any copies locally. There's 9 local comic shops finding, so it's not like I had a shortage of availability or availability to find it. So yeah, you got that Marvel Zombies cover and you got that Spider-Woman cover. Neither of them are all that hot, but cover A is the one to get. Will that change for the cover B and cover C? Who knows, as the story may have spec value. But I want to point out this this little meme here. This is actually a meme. This is an altered text box from the issue 33. So Thor goes to Moon Knight. I refuse to be defeated by Marvel's Batman. And Moon Knight replies, "Spare me, Thor. Do I look like I'm stuck in creative bankruptcy? Don't make me the Moon Knight who laughs." And this is an obvious jab at creative bankruptcy over in the Batman side. So I'm sorry, this is hilarious. Shout out to Marvel's Latveria Facebook page, and of course the Moon Knight Core, who originally shared this meme. I found it hilarious. I shared it with the guys on Drunken Chat when we were, kind of going over this. And that's actually my first exposure to this book. I got to give a shout out to Mel and Brian and and Lucas and all these other guys who were pointing out that this book is short ordered. So yeah, this is one of the COVID release books. So you should be out looking for this thing if you can find it. I personally am proud to say that I've got a couple of copies on the way. And I think I might have hooked up a friend with a link too, so he may have a pretty nice copy on the way to him too. I missed out on an opportunity to buy another set today. There was a 33 and 34 set for sale on eBay for $32, free shipping. I messaged the guy last night because unfortunately he had some feedback that said something about some poor shipping, so I didn't want to take the chance, and I wanted to reach out to him and kind of ask him. Like, hey man, do you have the ability to do that? So he replied back to me this morning, but I missed out on the opportunity to buy that one. But it's okay. I've got 2 copies already. And I hope you guys are able to find them now. That's not all we've got here today. So you guys know I'm a huge Cable fan. Obviously, this issue you should probably be paying attention to because this is the first meeting between Kid Cable and Deadpool. Cover A has a Deadpool face on it. It's brilliant artwork by Phil Noto. Here's a cover B variant that's like an X-Men Days Future Past homage with Mystique, and then there's the 1 in 10 that looks like that odd design variant that they were doing with the Hickman House of X stuff. As much as I want that 1 in 10 just because of the rarity, there's just nothing on the cover that would warrant it. Cover A, in my opinion, is going to be the book to have for you Cable and Deadpool collectors. And good job, Noto, on this one, man. I really, really dig it. And I don't know if I did it intentionally, but I think I kind of have a Kid Cable haircut. Whatever. Anyway, let's talk more about this week's releases. And, of course, we have another flavor of the week, which is Thor #6. Donny Cates continuing his Black Winter run, and man, there's some disappointment in this book. I read it, so I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. I want to give you an opportunity to read it. Obviously, the cover should tell you a little bit about what happens in the book, and of course, the spoiler variant kind of tells you what happens in it too. And everybody was really hoping for some surefire revelations with the Black Winter, and guess what? We get none. So Black Winter, everybody's like, oh, this is his first appearance in the cloud form with the 3 eyes. Okay, well, if that was his true appearance, then #4, second print's probably going to be the book to have. Everybody says #5. I mean, he's a mirror image of Thor. All he's doing is he's taking his matter and recreating a mirror image of Thor. He's not actually creating what he really looks like. But I would definitely recommend you guys read this book. It is definitely a good read, but definitely a letdown when it comes to story. So, moving on from the speculation stuff, I want to get back into my eBay sales page. I want to thank everybody for really, the last couple of weeks worth of sales. Things are tight. Let's just be honest. I'm specking on books, I'm flipping books, but cash flow isn't exactly coming in the way it used to. Still dealing with some ramifications of this whole COVID situation. So, I mean, that's my personal business, and I'm not trying to really put it out there. But if you could visit my store, if you see something you like, please purchase it. I'd be happy to make a deal with some of my fans. And of course, if you reach out to me through other methods outside of eBay, so I don't have to use eBay's messaging to pay them an ungodly amount of fees, might be able to work some deals. So hit me up. My IG is right there below. UltraMaximus. There we go. Stumbling across my own words today. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for their purchases because really, I've moved some killer books. Again, you can find me at eBay X UltraMaximus X. But some of the books I've moved, definitely a pretty good weekend. Totally Awesome Hulk. Let's talk about that one real quick. Key Alert went out on Friday, and the first appearance of Amadeus Cho as the Totally Awesome Hulk is in that issue. That's also the first appearance of Lady Hellbender. So if you're keen on that Lady Hellbender stuff, that's probably a book for you. Catwoman 51, just a classic Adam Hughes cover. Got good money for that one because it's a really, really nice 9.6, 9.8 grade copy. The Immortal Hulk number 12. I'm actually shocked that this book I paid cover price for sold for what I sold it for. But in the other key collector related news they threw out there this weekend was that Spider-Man 234 Sanford Green variant. And Sanford Green, a little bit of hot news because he was on CBSI's 3 Comic Monty. And of course that Bitterroot cover that he did. So you're getting a little bit of attention there. Of course, the John Tyler Christopher Miles Morales headshot cover. Yeah, you know, people are going over that one now because they see that I don't call him the Iron Spider. I call him the Iron Prowler because he's still the Prowler. He's just in an Iron Spider suit. And I think an Iron Prowler is a much better name. And then we have, of course, the Black Sheep book of the last couple of weeks. That is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 104, 1 and 10. I was able to, to sell that book to a Turtles fan. Sorry I wasn't able to work out the deals on the offers that you made there, buddy. He won the auction on that book, and then he started making me offers on some other books, and I just couldn't go that low on all those other ones. But hopefully he's happy with that Turtles 90, Turtles for 90 something bucks. But again, you guys, I really do appreciate the purchases because they mean all the world to me. So, again, you can find me on Twitter, shoot me a message there, follow me on that. And of course, I don't know if I'm going to be on this weekend. I might have some things to do, but if I am able to attend, I am always grateful to be a guest host with the Mighty Mel V on his Drunken Jackson. A lot of comic talk, speculation, community things. But of course, you can find me on Facebook on the whole face space, UltraMaximus, just like my Instagram handle. And I got an Instagram there too. I just don't have a lot of time for a lot of those things. So it is what it is. But let me get into a little bit of my pickups because I know you guys like to see what I'm buying. So I was able to obtain a copy of this Captain Marvel 19. Got a little variant edition. Picked up the 20 because, of course, the Carol Corps or the what do they call them? The Accuser Corps. That's right. Everybody's an Accuser now. Pretty cool stuff there on the 20. Ended up with a variant for number 20 as well. Want to point out also that there is a second print coming with the first cover appearance of her sister for Captain Marvel 18 second print. So don't sleep on that one if you can. And of course, Wonder Woman's on my pull list, so they threw it in here. Now, typically Wonder Woman annuals aren't really action-packed, but I'm going to read this one. I'm going to find out what happens inside of it. I'll report back to see if there's anything else. Now, as I was talking about earlier, there is a lot going on with the Khonshu Moon Knight Avenger story. So this was released today. This is the first cover appearance of a new Star brand. And the Star brand first appeared, I believe, in Cameo in issue 33. Moon Knight is chasing after the Star brand. I don't know what for. Khonshu probably wants him for something. But that second print's probably on the shelves. But Marvel, why no second print for 33? I don't understand that. But issue 35 was out today, and that was a pretty awesome read. I will give it to give it to Marvel on this one. Bringing Jason Aaron on Avengers. Probably a good idea. And he's not even doing it Thor-centric, too. So Jason Aaron's really trying to do his part on that. As far as some of these other ones today, let's see here. As far as later printings, got myself one of these, of course. Couldn't leave it on the shelf. It just looks too good. The Venom number 25, third print. Mark Bagley variant with Carnage versus a symbiote dinosaur. Got to give it up to that symbiote dinosaur from Old Man Logan. That's probably one of the cool ones. But I want to point out, everybody, the first symbiote dinosaur, Cable Deadpool number 50, where it's also the first appearance of Venom with the symbiote costume. So keep in mind to that one. But as far as variants out today, of course, I picked up the spoiler variant for Thor number 6. And I was taking my own suggestions, of course. I picked up this wonderful Phil Noto Cable cover. Man, this cover just looks so good with the Deadpool face in the background. So I'm digging it. I hope you are too. And then a couple other of my purchases, and I'm going to have one mail call book I'm going to throw in here too, because it's got a little bit of a kind of a cover spec on it. But I haven't read the issue yet. But Gillian March did the regular cover for the final issue of Harley Quinn. And from what my understanding is, Harley Quinn is going to be going Black Label. And I don't know if that's so they can be a little bit more sexually suggestive with her, because that's where they've been heading. We'll find out. But yeah, man. Frank Cho, you the man. Check out this Harley 75 variant, Harley Punchline variant. I really think that this one's probably going to do well in the aftermarket in the long run, especially in the final issue of the series. But I want to find out what happens between these two, because it looks like Punchline's bleeding on the cover. And who knows? But of my favorite pickups of the week, this one was not mailed to me, obviously. This one was just kind of sent to me. And that is this bad boy right here. What the heck is that? Obscure. Or they cut the board to get the barcode. So picked me up a Transformers Truth and Lies #2 1 in 10 incentive variant. Of course, it's 2 for 2 Dinobot covers on these retail incentives now. This one's done by Nick Roche, just good artwork and very centered to the story on the inside. But I now must open this book and take it out of this cut board and put it in something else. So I'm going to do that. But one of the last books I got in a mail call, everybody, is also a second print. It is also a first cover appearance second print. So he appeared on the B cover of the regular release, but he's like this big in the bottom of the corner. It's like real tiny picture. But on the second printing of Transformers Robots in Disguise Annual from 2012, you do see a very clear shot of Nova Prime. Nova Prime eventually becomes Nemesis Prime. And also on this, sharing this cover with him, we have Cyclonus, we have Diatlas, we have G-Axis, and Galvatron. So these are some really big key Transformer players, but the big one is, of course, the Nova Prime, dead center on the cover. And this is, of course, a splash page from inside, art by Guido Guidi. The coloring was intentionally made to look like it was a retro story that they were telling, and that's indeed what it was. Probably one of the sickest Transformers covers I appreciate the most. I just think it looks really cool. But the first printing of the annual was under 9,000 copies with a 1 in 10 incentive. So you have a 1 in 10 incentive. You have an A cover and a B cover. This didn't even make it onto Diamond's list because I probably didn't even have enough to actually cover it. So that was my last couple of Transformers pickups. I hope you guys enjoy those, because I know I'm enjoying them. I got to get in there and read that Secrets and Lies. I'm going to reread from issue 0 to issue 2 now, just to kind of see if I can get a better grasp on the story. I kind of like to do that sometimes, or wait for a few books to come so I can, speed read through and actually get a bigger symbolism of the story and try to assimilate a little bit better. But yeah, did I make it under 20 minutes? I think I did. I think I covered everything. So yeah, thanks again for tuning in for this one, guys. I know I'm not always organized or scripted, which is kind of like I like going off the cuff a lot more. It seems a lot more genuine. And that's just it, guys. I'm just a comic fan. I just want to share with what I see and some of my experiences, and hope you guys like it. And if you do like it, please hit that like button. Please subscribe. And of course, don't forget to check out some of my buddies over there at the CBSI videos on Tales from the Flip Side. Also want to give a shout out to an eBay store, Wanted Comics. If you guys aren't shopping Wanted Comics for some of the hottest books, you're not buying the better conditioned copies, because Wanted Comics has taken good care of me over the years on a lot of things. I want to give a shout out to the owner, Drew. Appreciate you, man, and everything you do for the community. I don't want to give up my other honey holes, but I'll let people know about Drew, because he deserves the business, and he's been around for a while. He's a long-term comic shop owner over there on the West Coast. So please check him out too. And of course, guys, I'll check you soon, maybe on a mail call or a pickup, or I'm fortunate enough to make it out to Drunken Chat on Friday. I hope to see you guys checking there. And of course, we do stupid things on Drunken Chat where we give away stupid books. And when I say stupid books, I mean books that usually retail for $40 or more. So if you're not watching that show, you are doing yourself a disservice. So please be sure to check that out. Like and subscribe to Mel B's channel as well. And thanks again for tuning in, guys. I will check you on the next.